What's up, fight fans? In today's video, Khabib kicked a blogger out of his new training center in Dagestan because he believes the guy is gay.
Khabib Nurmagomedov cree que soy homosexual.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Plus, Khabib just made an unexpected confession. Islam Makhachev upsets Khabib before his biggest fight. And Charles Oliveira? He says he's planning to knock Topuria out cold. Dricus du Plessis goes off on Khamzat Chimaev, but hold up, don't forget, Chimaev is Chechen, and people from the Caucasus don't take those kinds of jokes lightly. So no time to waste, let's get into it. But don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Recently, news broke that Ilia Topuria has decided to part ways with his longtime coaches, Augustin and Jorge Clement. Normally, it might not seem like a big deal, but in this case, it is. These brothers have been with Ilia throughout his entire pro career, but now it's time to go separate ways. There's been no talk on social media about any kind of conflict between them. Everything seems cool, and the rest of Ilia's team is staying the same. As reported, the reason was that Topuria is moving to Madrid while the Climate Gym is still in Alicante, so Ilia made the call to shake up his team. Topuria knows that stepping into a new weight class means everything changes. Different competition, different pressure, and way more work ahead. The style and challenges at 155 pounds are totally different from what he faced at featherweight. He'll need a strong balance of striking and grappling. Charles Oliveira is his first big test, and he's one of the slickest submission artists in UFC history. So if Ilia wants to win that belt at UFC 317, he better have his takedown defense and ground control locked in, because if this hits the mat, Oliveira's gonna make him work for every second. And Oliveira, he's not just confident, he's on a mission. He says he knows exactly what he brings to the table, and he plans to knock Topuria out cold. He doesn't want a decision, he doesn't want a submission, he wants a clean KO.
What are your thoughts on Ilia Topuria and Ilia Topuria as a fighter? How do you feel about just the overall fight?
É uma grande luta, ele é um grande lutador, mas eu não preciso provar mais nada pra ninguém de quem eu sou, o que eu já fiz dentro do cage. Essa outra chegou na oportunidade gigantesca, eu vou nocautear esse cara, essa é ela.
Who's gonna knock this guy out?
And let's not forget, the end goal for Team Topuria is still a fight with Islam Makhachev. That's the dream. And to beat Islam, you need more than power. You need next-level wrestling, cardio, and the ability to survive deep waters. On top of all that, Ilia's brother Alexander recently shared their dream scenario. Islam wins the welterweight belt, Ilia wins the lightweight belt, and then they meet in a historic super fight for a third belt.
And even though me and Islam have never had a connection, I'll tell you right now, he gonna know a lot about me if we ever get booked to fight. And not only that, don't get it twisted. The people that he has struggled with and the people that have shown a couple holes in his game, I'm gonna be his worst nightmare. Not JDM. JDM has a lot of holes that Islam can exploit. And we didn't see that with the Gilbert Burns fight. Actually, we didn't see it with several fights from JDM, right? Where
Kind
he's
of what I've been
struggling
saying.
in the grappling, right?
The Kevin Holland fight stuff.
But with me though, and what I did to Kobe and what I'm gonna do to Kamaru Usman, Islam is gonna be in his head. Even Khabib probably gonna tell his ass, maybe moving up ain't a good idea. I bet you, but I'm hunting for that. I want that pound for pound.
Everyone knows Islam Makhachev loves horses, but he also enjoys mountain biking. Recently, he shared some photos of him riding through the mountains with his friends, doing some serious hard enduro. But as expected, Khabib wasn't in the group, and now we know why. Khabib doesn't exactly approve of this hobby. When Islam posted, "This is called hard," Khabib replied, "I don't like this," with a facepalm emoji. And honestly, he might have a point. Islam has the biggest fight of his career coming up soon. Is now really the time to take that kind of... Meanwhile, Umar Nurmagomedov posted a drone view of new sports complex in Sildi, Dagestan. The facility looks top-notch. These guys aren't just training hard, they're building something big. This complex is actually located in Khabib's hometown, the village of Sildi, and it was built by Khabib himself. But jokingly, Khabib said that Conor McGregor paid for this training center. He wrote, "Once upon a time in America, I participated in the biggest rivalry in martial arts history. I beat the guy who I didn't like, and he paid for it. When I came back home, I invested that into this beautiful land in Dagestan." This training base has an interesting story. I want to add that these investments want payoff money-wise, and I never had such goal. My goal was different, To be honest, this place is like sacred ground for Khabib. That's why not everyone is even allowed to go there. Remember that blogger? He recently visited the spot and even took pictures with Makhachev and Khabib. But according to the YouTuber himself, Khabib doesn't want to see him anymore because he thinks the guy is gay.
Imposible de aquí al día que me muera que vuelva a verle, que vuelva a estar con él. Por el sencillo hecho de que cree que soy gay. Khabib Nurmagomedov cree que soy homosexual, que me gustan los hombres.
¿Qué le hiciste?
Nada, pero te explico. Tú imagínate, me veo yo en una reunión con todos los managers. Entonces, el manager de Khabib me dijo, show me your channel. Y yo se lo iba a enseñar en mi móvil. No, give me, I want to see this night. Claro, y entonces, bro, me hicieron el estudio de mercado. Entonces, claro, joder, se dio la puta casualidad de que uno de los últimos vídeos que había subido era un puto meme. Vale, bro, cuando me veas peleando con la que me gusta, grita, beso, beso, beso.
Beso, beso, beso.
Y el meme es que en vez de darle el beso a la chica, voy a dárselo al chico, pero no se lo llego a dar, obviamente es un puto meme. Ese vídeo lo vio Khabib. No. Veía que Islam quería hablar conmigo, no sé si era conocedor de esta información, pero Khabib, que es mega ortodoxo, full religioso, bro, le costaba mantenerme la mirada, tío, ¿sabes? Pero te lo juro, bro, que no podía verme porque era homosexual, joder. Muriel, recibe una llamada, el manager de Khabib. Muriel, por favor, te lo pido, no me vuelvas a traer homosexuales. Se acabó, ya está. Eso fue mi experiencia con Khabib Nurmagomedov, que cree que soy gay.
Jon Jones keeps messing with fans. Just recently, someone told him he's destroying his legacy by avoiding a fight with Tom Aspinall. Jones didn't hold back. He fired back with this. Jon Jones, youngest champion in UFC history, most dominant, longest reigning, made millions, left the sport on his own terms, flipped that fight money into real business success, became a great father, inspired people all over the world. Yeah, what a terrible legacy. Jon Jones also responded to another fan who asked, "How does it feel to be retired?" He replied, "I don't know if I'd call it retired. I feel like I'll always have the ability to pop out and show him. I don't know if want to call it retired. I feel like I too always have an ability to pop out and show him. I've had many breaks throughout my career. My identity outside of fighting is well intact. I'm genuinely enjoying life. I'm growing in different ways." It really feels like we might never see Jon back in the cage. But with Bones, you never know. He's the kind of guy who could shock everyone at any moment. But Aspinall is confident he understands exactly why Jon is avoiding him.
In your honest opinion, when you look at Jon Jones, would you say it's a money thing or not wanting to fight you thing, or do you think it's a combination?
Well, I can tell you some stuff about the money situation, but I'm not sure I can say it on camera, so I will tell you that after. I think I think I'm a bad matchup for him, to be honest, and I think he knows it. I honestly can see Jon's point of view. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. It's just about the title for me.
Yep.
I just want the title, that's it.
Yep.
Does nothing else really matters. So, yeah, I get it completely. Get his point of view. Get what everybody's saying. Completely understand. I just want to prove I'm the best. That's all.
This time, the spotlight is on Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. It all started with a harmless tweet from Khamzat, where he mocked du Plessis with a few clown emojis. But du Plessis clapped back hard, saying, "Oh, would get you." But there's no inbred emoji. That comment fired up a response from another user asks Khamzat, "At least he knows who his father is." And that was only the beginning. When du Plessis joked about Chimaev's father in response, he wrote, "Yes, his father is probably his older brother." Then another Boers jumped in and added fuel to the fire, calling du Plessis a gay fighter who takes it from his coach. Dricus didn't hold back. He shut it down by saying, "At least not from my relatives." This back and forth wasn't just trash talk. It might be the start of a serious rivalry in the UFC. It won't be just a regular fight. It'll be a war. Robert Whittaker recently gave his thoughts on the potential fight between du Plessis and Chimaev. According to Whittaker, it all comes down to one thing: whether Khamzat can land his takedowns.
How do you stop his takedown? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Dricus will stop Chimaev's takedown.
Okay.
I like it. It's like, oh, mate, trust me, it's kept me up at night. Trust me, just running it back.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a way, but it's tricky. Okay, because once he gets his hands on you, once you back up on that fence, he's going to stay there on you. Now, can he do that? Can he? Because I believe he will get Dricus down. He will control him for a round. But if he can't put him away, what does he look like coming out in round 2?
Yeah.
And then let's say he does it again. What does he look like coming out in round 3? And then we've got that Usman fight again. Okay, and then Dricus, like, he's got a gas tank.
Yeah,
he's got that dog in him. He can. If you don't put him away, he'll keep fighting. Like, he'll keep coming at you with his bombs and his punches and his kicks. He'll keep doing it, like, until the bell rings.
A lot of people are counting out Dricus. In the past, a lot of people count him out, but he always seems to show up. I think Dricus will win.
Yeah, with Josh Strong, when you're in the corners.
I'm in a comic book shop here in England, and I am shocked. Never in my life have I seen the UFC move an action figure as fast as they have Jack Della Maddalena, mate. I am so proud of you. Look at that. World champ, and you've got your fucking action figure. Good on you, pal. Very proud of you. Good job.
If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We will be very grateful.